It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And this one features the Saints' Offensive Player of the Year. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Saints and the Falcons on Sunday night.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Tonight, it's the 272nd and final game of the regular season, and we've got a good one to finish things off, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Stroud. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Pulled in at the 24.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Lincoln. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He gets it complete to A.T. Perry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. 2nd and 9 now. left sideline. He caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them draft.
He's got him in, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Stroud.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Here's Stroud.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man, it's almost one of those total football that exists when you're between the 20s. They don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it.
And you can see, as many of you already know, they have clinched the NFC South. But as it stands, Charles, they would still need to host a game on Wild Card Weekend.
And that's a good thing for them because coming out of your division, getting to the playoffs with an opportunity to host to start the playoffs, that's a pretty good way to get things going. Whoever came out of this division, we knew that they were going to be playoff ready, and this team certainly is.
And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Lincoln, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On play action, they'll throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
The Saints at 12-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and he's taking care of that early.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. These two teams all tied after 1. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. 2nd and 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints have taken the lead.
Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Falcons offense set to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
This is Benjamin.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
down. Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's taken to the 26. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a first and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
52 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Fourth down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon.
Got London on a slant.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Well, they get to Stroud. Nowhere to go, and he goes down.
And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Take it at the 37. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Getting set to go again as we're looking at the back heading onto the field again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Work in the middle of field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's second down.
Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll look to throw again. Hard throw, incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down. Throwing now is Stroud.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On the ground, Benjamin.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Stroud on third down now. And he is caught.
And he's got this down to the 35. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And Stroud now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Again, it's Stroud. Over the middle, caught by London.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. C.J. Stroud
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons have got it back to within a score.
Hey, you're down on the scoreboard, but now your offense is in close, and this is where, as a quarterback, you say, I've got to make a play here. Doesn't matter whether it's a pinpoint throw or a scramble like this one. He takes matters into his own hands and delivers a touchdown run.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Perry. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. Where was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium? Josh Allen leading the way with a couple of touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Pittsburgh Steelers. Marvin Mims, a touchdown catch in the victory. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory.
The Jags showed flashes this year, but ultimately they were doomed by too many mistakes, though a victory there will end their season at 8-9.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Second down and 4.
They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Perry. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
2 sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there.
His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large. But here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school. I was always begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Into the hands of Perry, complete.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now a handoff up the middle. Lincoln, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground.
Lincoln, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Completes it to Perry. Touchdown, Saints. A.T. Perry with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Saints have retaken a third-quarter lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Dennis Allen going to go for 2 here. He's leaving his offense out on the field.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Stroud. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Stroud looking to throw.
He finds his man complete. It's Murphy. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's Stroud. Got London on a slant.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
There you go, partner. That's some old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser at fullback and let him get the job done.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
That is caught at the 7. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 22.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Stroud out of the gun here. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts from 6 yards away. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll set up a throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards passing on the season. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons will take over here just shy of the 30. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
And this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. 1st and 10, it's Stroud.
Looking deep downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Saints are right back in this football game. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, Parker, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, Lincoln.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside.
Here's 2nd and 8.
Well, that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now back to throw.
And he will slide to a stop.
He does have the first down. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
And this will leave him a yard short.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. 7 catches for him now. This last one, a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a throw to the end end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. The late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Stroud's throw taken in by London. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Over the middle, caught by London.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he'll get this down inside the 35. Again, it's Stroud.
Looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
Stroud off the play fake.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Holding offense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Throwing now is Stroud. This will be caught at about the 5. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Stroud. He's got his man, London, right side. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Stroud working out of the gun. Being chased outlet. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. C.J. Stroud. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes a little tread left on the tires.
Holding offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into the hands of Perry, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans! A.T. Perry, the second touchdown of the night. And the Saints strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. That's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Stroud out of the gun here. And his throw is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Stroud on third down now. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Stroud to throw it. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Stroud looking to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He finds his man, complete. It's Murphy.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Stroud to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Murphy. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Here's Stroud. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now Stroud. Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Stroud. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Stroud. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. Not good. They didn't move the football an inch, and precious time ticking off the clock. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. This is caught. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start by running the option to the right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball that gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Perry. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he's going to use his legs here.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out till you run it, get them out in the flat, and let them have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The end result, 21 yards.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one over in column.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Saints,
they earn one final victory and finish the regular season at 13-4.
And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Falcons,
this loss will mean they finish the season on the wrong side of 500 at 8-9.
And they can take solace in the fact that this team never quit all the way to the end. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the opening round of the NFL playoffs, and EA Sports continues its coverage of Super Wild Card Weekend. It's the Bills and the Chargers, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we begin a triple header here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the LA Chargers. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the...
Strap in, the first of 3 on this Sunday. What a day we have in store. Super Wild Card Weekend on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And there's really no underestimating or downplaying the incredible regular season he had throwing the football. When you throw for over 5,000 yards, that's a monster season. He's got an offense that's certainly capable of doing damage in the postseason as well. But he also understands that defense tends to win championships in the playoffs. He wants to find it, set that aside, and advance his team.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. He'll look to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. As you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 5. Now the first carry for Bush. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. This now a 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards in the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys who...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. From 19 yards away. And the Chargers will strike first here in this wild card matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So here come the Bills on offense for the first time.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They go play action with Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And this one hits at the run, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers.
And you know, Charles, it's been a terrific season for them. They couldn't quite get that #1 seed and the associated bye that goes with it, but nevertheless, they've got to be one of the favorites here to win it all.
They do, because of the season that they've had, the position that they're in, and we know under the old playoff system, they would have this game off. This weekend would not be one that they would play, but nevertheless, maybe it's a good thing. Sometimes you carry that momentum from the season all the way through the playoffs. If you get that open week, sometimes you lose it a little bit. So I think that's what's going to be their mindset.
And he will find his man on the outside. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Back to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. They'll look to throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the play. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on this good position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
They'll look to throw again. Broken tackle. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it across with Bush. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He finds his man, complete. That's man. And they work this out past the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
12. Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throw out wide to Walker. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Steps away to his left. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down run.
Jones.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Jones again.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Bills drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score.
And as a defensive coordinator, you're almost in a no-win situation down here near the goal line. You know how dangerous Jalen Hurts is when he holds on to it. You've got to be prepared to stay with him. So when he hands it off, if you're slow in reacting, this is going to be the result.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back look to throw again.
And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on, but instead it's third down.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a yard.
Looking to throw. And he's got it.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills.
They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He finds his man. Complete. That's Watkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Second and a couple. Out of the gun, Walker with it.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's man. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back to throw. Walker with a grab, left side.
And the Bills are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
George Pickens
from 3 yards out.
And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And they'll have 50 seconds to work with, so that really plenty of time to try to put something together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to... I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Barnett. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Boy, Brandon, a missed opportunity there at the end of this first half. You'd love to give your guys the lead going into the break, but this effort doesn't find the mark, and that's going to keep things all square.
The Charger drive about to get going. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Throw left side complete. That's Barnett. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. Meanwhile, it's been as tight as we expected our game to be, all even at the half. Who will go on to the divisional round? We'll find out as we send it back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back
for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it. When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
They'll fake the jet sweep and go instead with Walker. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. From the 43, here's second down and 8. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 30.
They go play action with Hurts.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got room to roam.
And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Bills! From 6 yards away.
And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 21-14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
And this taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Second and 4.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll look to throw here. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. He'll look to throw. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Now back to throw. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken around the 12. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Bills getting set to go. And right now, they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yes, exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain.
Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in.
And the Chargers have taken a 4th quarter lead.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So the very rare blocked punt scooped and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Holding, receiving team.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start.
On first down, Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walker. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up second down. Up the middle, here's Walker. Bulldozes past him.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a run with Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Murphy, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. The Bills send the punter out. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnett. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
These guys, sir, they're not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
One play has them to the 37 here for first and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Chargers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, first and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. From the 31, here's second and a couple. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one nearly intercepted. Boy, that would have been a great time for their first pick. But instead, it's third down. On the handoff, this is Walker. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Here's Hurts to throw. Completes this one to Pickens.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Now a 2nd and 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And he will have a Charger 1st down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs.
The Chargers, they're going to continue on in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. Thanks for watching.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With that, we say so long from Southern California.